president-elect John Mahama me pacho akunya no ba so da wa besi akunya no so da enye first time ni enti enkokasa te se afa na oba ba hwehwe niamam uni ma bia skali nyina wo as opposition leader no wuti akire no na you were doing things a wonim se me ba pa se na mabaye me pacho yempe ena bia ena bia number 2 se wo si entitle your bells ya the bells title it becomes with you. Okay, so I can change some of our system ministers. Me put their doors. Yet to somewhere 40, and you're possible to rule Ghana with 40 ministers. For Ghana, and your efficiency here, not quantity. Okay, and say the route that has been created by nepotism. You are going to what? Recover the money. That is what I'm waiting for.
Hello, keep watching Xposed GH, the best channel on all of YouTube. Yes.
Mama Baba Xposed GH. Watch FM bro. So subscribe. Mama made it to mana on Saka. Ghana went to the polls and we elected Yera John Mahama as the president-elect, as the new president. Nyeri no na okan sembi o se Ghana for medamase. Se mo ato abanama me. Nemu baby edu no. Say as usual, senior politicians ne ka kire na no. Mon tighten mo belt mu because nyama mabaye no de it needs to be done. Na niama meye no ebe pramo yenkoti yimra.
My brothers and sisters, there is much to do to salvage our country and reset it. It would have to start with a reset of the relationship between citizens and elected officials. We must never forget that the people of Ghana have chosen us to represent their wishes and their best interests. It is the reason we would be initiating important governance reforms and sometimes initiate severe measures in the next 4 years to reset our nation and bring it back on track as the Black Star of Africa. The journey is not going to be easy, my brothers and sisters, because the outgoing government has plunged our dear nation into an abyss. However, we are determined to work together with you to build the Ghana we want. And I am certain that we shall win the battle. We intend to work together to restore the shattered confidence in our politics and governance system. This election and its outcome represents an opportunity for a new beginning as we can begin to write a new chapter of our collective story. We need to consciously set the tone for the new direction in which we will be traveling. My brothers and sisters, I want those words, my brothers and sisters, to be a reminder to all of you, a reminder to me, and to every individual who has just been elected or re-elected, that no matter what office you hold, no matter what your political affiliation is or has been in the past, the one thing we share in common is the nation Ghana. And it is that we want a much better Ghana. We want a Ghana that works for everybody and not just a few people. We want a Ghana that considers the well-being of all her citizens and affords them each the ability to live a life of dignity, a life of limitless opportunity. My brothers and sisters, from the Kaya Yo to the managing director, to the market women, the bankers, the teachers, security personnel, nurses, doctors, the pastors, the drivers, the tailors and seamstresses, we are all essential to the functioning and forward motion of this country. We, the people of this soil, sons and daughters, brothers and sisters, are in fact our nation's greatest resource. This country, this land, is not for one person, or for one family, or for one tribe or ethnic group. This country, this beautiful, resilient, and resource-rich country that we so love, Ghana, is for all of us. This is our home, but it is not enough to just be born here and to die here. We must also be able to live here with satisfaction. We must be able to love, to dream, to laugh, to eat and dance and drum and share all aspects of our culture that was handed to us by our ancestors. And to do that, we must create sustainable and well-paying jobs through the 24-hour economy initiative. Our most basic needs must be met. Affordable housing and health care, food and clean water, safe work and fair wages. My brothers and sisters, it is with tremendous humility that I accept this clear mandate that you, the good people of Ghana, have given me to lead this great nation as your next president. Every vote that was cast in this election carried the same weight. Every vote also carried a hope in the future of our country. I promise you that I will assemble and lead a government that will carry the weight of those hopes and dreams, whether you voted for me or not, because every victory is a victory for the people, all of the people. Each time we have free and fair elections and then conduct a smooth transfer of power, it reaffirms that our history of leadership and trailblazing was not an aberration. It is not by accident that we were the first nation in Black Africa to win our independence from colonial rule. It is not by accident that the first black person to serve as UN Secretary General, the late Kofi Annan, was a Ghanaian. It is not by accident that so many Ghanaians out there in the world are blazing new trails and being recognized as leaders in their industry. Despite being a relatively small nation, Ghana has been and will continue to be a mighty force on the world stage. We're a proud people and have every reason to be. When Ghana rises, we all stand tall with her, and Africa rises with us too. Last but certainly not the least, I'd like to thank you, the good people of Ghana, for this opportunity once more. I know that many of you are feeling frustrated and angry, but I ask you today, please do not give in to negativity and pessimism. There have been reports of acts of vandalism at some government facilities and installations. I urge you not to vent your frustration in criminal enterprise. We must channel our anger and frustration into the positive enterprise of resetting and rebuilding our nation. Let us be brief in our celebration, for the weight of office will be an onerous one. Expectations of Ghanaians are very high, and we cannot afford to fail them. Let us maintain and even magnify this joy and positivity that we feel. We have arrived at this moment because so many of you believed that change was possible. And now we know that not only is change possible, but it is also already in process. Let us continue to believe that we are already moving towards the Ghana we want, the Ghana of our hopes and dreams. And in this Ghana where we have turned a new chapter and are setting a new tone, our best days are not behind us. My brothers and sisters, our best days are ahead of us. Forward ever, backwards never. May God bless you, and may God continue to bless our homeland Ghana. Thank you very much. God bless all of you.
Africa Nkwana President Biaba or say Munya ready. Mumbresi for economic hardships. Mdebiya President elect John Mahama me pacho akunyan wa basoda. Wa besi akunyan soda enye first time ni. Enti enkokasa te se afe na obaba hwehwe niamam uni ma bia sika ni nyina wo as opposition leader no wuti akire no na you were doing things a wonim se me bapa se na mabaye. Me pacho yempe ena bia ena bia. Number 2, so we see entitle your bells. Yeah, the bells title it begins with you. Okay, so I can change some of our system ministers. Me put their doors. Yet to somewhere 40, and you're possible to rule Ghana with 40 ministers. Because Ghana, and your efficiency in here, not quantity. Okay, and say the roots that has been created by nepotism. You are going to what? Recover the money. That is what I'm waiting for. Because sikana wode babeye juma no wo se ni nyina wo kofo zombotom enti kwala kwaje bra wo kwaje ba ne fanya juma no because anya sa na ekoye te say everyday business ya to ma we yom se Ghana for there anya this year ban pipi ye kwa acha ATS na sa ba biem dia ene ye radio ma ye ntwe ma wo our unique opportunity in the political landscape of Ghana. What by just 4 years? We are accountable to anybody again. It's possible to get us where we want to go. I mean, say, take measures that Ghana will remember you for. Good remembrance. And take it to send you to see Take bold measures. The constitution needs to be changed. Use the 4 years to change the face of the constitution. Because you know, said that is why Ghana is suffering. Aye. When you say baby constitution and while you were in your opposition, you couldn't even tackle the mess this government is doing. Constitution over in government to tackle their air constitution full constitution and because right where you are abai bia except binyansa woman even if the person is in government you can check the person. The 3 arms of government make it truly independent. Abai na oba okofa ministers ewo parliament yentwam ex-gratia yentwam powers of the presidency, yet cutting it by 30% or 50%. IGP should not be appointed by the government. The CBS, Chief Justice, Board of they should never be appointed by the government. The Chief Justice, which is the judicial body, interpreting laws, they should never be appointed by the president. I'll make to me chairman. Aye. Now, I bet to say everyday business. Oh, we done ya soya no. It's your best soldier training and I go upon them because Ghana needs to change. Change where I'm 2 years. Because in Kofwa break command in Kofwa check and the man also a common nien. dollar na wo 17 no say 60 or 17 mane nsi wa wo de wo anya hwe kwa mane nsi ho enye so ba be oso ba be ko na du 30 enye sa aban bi ni hepe ye pa aban a obe wo ko physical stability physical discipline eno ne hwe na muso amu jimi amunam a mo ye kwasiasem no jimi anu nyai ori ani video bi a me hu ye na president ne say John Mahama madamfo mene na bo nkosu atafre ti mu amofo say omo ya tamfo no nko video we mra.
The president and I have known each other for nearly 20 years. Yes. We met in Parliament in 1997 and have remained good friends ever since. So that's what has happened. Mr. President,
thank you.
Elect.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. President. As I said when I spoke after the declaration of results, I mentioned that His Excellency the President had given me a call to congratulate me, and so I had the opportunity to thank him this morning for being that gracious to give me that call. We had a very cordial meeting. At the time he called, he suggested 11 a.m. this morning to have the preliminary meeting towards setting up the transitional team, and that meeting has just ended. It was very cordial, and I think we were very happy to be together. Mr. President has given me a brief on the security situation, both internal and external, and also a short brief on issues to do with the economy. Of course, the transitional teams will drill down further into these matters, but I am happy at the assurance he's giving us that we're going to work together in the interest of Ghana to ensure a seamless transition. And I believe that even after that transition, it will be necessary for us to continue to keep a channel of communication so that Ghana's democratic credentials are consolidated and we all work together in the national interest. And so I want to thank him for his time and to assure him that on our side we are very happy to work together, and we'll look forward to the successful work of the joint transitional team. I thank you all very much.
Thank you very much. There will be no question.
Me ordinary person, just like you. I don't benefit from any party. Enti enkodi obi papa edumechi na yentu wani. Enkodi obi papa na enye matisi echiche nkofo bi agum government no omaka President Mahama said deal with them. Ujimie deal with them. Enti mu amone nama mu ransack niaman eye criminal. Sabi MPP ye Ghana for, NDC ye Ghana for. Abaya Sisa is for the betterment of this country, not for looting and then kwasiasema ekosono. Emfa. Aha Xposed GHFM Ben Bruce. O subscribe here, subscribe mami. The two partners are kabe Manuel Sibabai.
Keep watching Xposed GH, the best channel on all of YouTube. Yes.